Let's do this take two and see if this works. I had a hard time going live earlier. Hi everyone, my name is Roxana Treem and I am a women's lifestyle coach and author, and I live here in Pacific Northwest in Portland, Oregon, US. I want to take a moment to thank Lillian for creating this beautiful platform for women to come together and talk about different topics to help them grow, to live the life we're meant to live. And when I say we live a life we're meant to live, is God giving us this beautiful gift as women empowering each other. And a lot of women don't use that. We suppress it. We press it down with this beautiful gift where we're meant to really share that gift, to empower others, to grow, to be phenomenal sisters, phenomenal mothers, phenomenal wives, and whatever we are meant to do, we suppress our gifts down. So I want to thank Lillian for creating this beautiful platform, and I hope you guys utilize this platform and talk about the discussion, bring those discussions that's going to help us grow to be that person that we're meant to be, because God put us here on earth, and let's use our gift. The more we suppress our gift, we're doing no good to this beautiful earth. We are doing a disadvantage to our lives, to our family, to our community, to our country. So a little bit about me. I am from Mozambique, and I was born there, and I was raised in Zambia in the refugee camp. I spent 10 years of my life there, and I also lived in Malawi, and I also spend a whole chunk of my time there as well. So I still have a family in Africa. I go there every 2 to 3 years, every time I have an opportunity to do that. But today, really, I want to talk about fears. The fears that are limiting us to move forward in life. And I want to tell you a little bit about me. So I was married for 8 years. And in that 8 years marriage, I was miserable. I was miserable because my spouse, who I was married to, was telling me to do things that really did not make my soul scream, my soul happy. I was in a relationship where it was dominant, it was abusive, it was very repressing, and I always felt that I had so many gifts in my life that I was able to help women. And then it's not until I had the courage to be able to live that relationship. At that time I already had 3 children, and put myself in school and learn how to be the person that I want, that God put me here on earth to, but it took me a long time to get here. But before that, I grew up in a refugee camp. I was sexually molested from the age of 5 to the age of 15. As women know that, that sexuality, when that is robbed from you, it really takes the mind and the heart. And it really takes a lot of work to be where we want to be. So can that be changed? Yes, it can. It can be changed by rewriting your story. So going back, after I left my abusive relationship, the father of my kids that I was married to, and I started going to school, and I started learning new ways how I could take care of me. I had to learn how to take care of me. I was so used to taking care of everybody in the refugee camp. I was used to taking care of my family. I was used to taking care of the abuser who abused me. But it's not until I removed myself from that toxic relationship, removed myself from the people I used to hang out with, removed myself from the abusive people, until I went to learn about how to take care of me. Excuse me, I'm getting a lot of messages here. So when I started taking care of me, so taking care of me meant like I needed to learn what things I like. I needed to learn the things I like to study. I needed to learn how to take care of me, like how I need to feed my soul and my heart and my mind, the things I need to put into my mind. So with a lot of women, we are so scared to do that. We are scared because that is all we know. We only know how to be in an abusive relationship. We only know how to be to be in the surrounding of negative people. We only know how to be in that toxic environment that's not healthy. So we have to learn, and the only way we learn is removing ourselves from that situation and going to a different situation by learning. The best way is learning about it and learning that, what do I like to do? What kind of things that puts my heart, just makes my heart scream? What makes me happy? What are the things that makes me happy? And I want to let you guys know that whatever situation you're in your life, in your toxic relationship, in an abusive relationship, whatever relationship, whatever life you are in, if you believe deep down your heart that your gift, your story was meant for something more, if you believe that, then hang on to that, because that belief is your key to the future, to that success. Okay, you have to believe in that. And then remember that even though you believe that, in the back of the mind there is always that fear. Fear is telling you, fear is your gift, is telling you that you are not good enough, you are not smart enough, you are not capable of doing that. But once you write that story down, that I believe I am worthy of a beautiful life, I believe that I am worthy of a successful lifestyle, I believe that I can have a healthy relationship that I am meant to live, I believe that I can have money, I don't have to live in poverty. Once you believe that, you are kicking fear in the face by saying, get out of here, and this is all lies. Remember, fear is there to protect you. Fear is there to protect our minds. Fear was made up that way. Our minds are scared to move forward. Our minds are scared to move away from that toxic relationship, abusive relationship. Our minds are scared to live with the environment because our minds are set up to protect us. Okay, it makes us feel safe where we are because that's all we know. We only know to be where we are today because that's all we know. So if you want to move forward in life, if you want to be in a healthy relationship, if you want to have money, if you want to have a good job, if you want to whatever, if you want to have a beautiful home, if you want to have a great relationship, you have to move past the fear. So how do you move past the fear? Is removing yourself from that environment where you're at to go learn about you, to take the time to learn about you. So how do you learn about you? Is you put yourself in a different environment. You hang out with those women, those sisters who are empowering, those amazing sisters who are learning, those amazing sisters who are in this tribe right now, in this community right now that Lillian created, who are inspiring and empowering and teaching. You need to hang out with these phenomenal women because these are the women who are going to move you to the next level in your life. Because if you hang out with the same people, they're going not only to inspire you, you're going to be part of the same people who are going to move forward. Fear is going to protect you, however. Fear will keep you where you are, okay? Because where you are is safe, okay? We like safe. We like to hang out with the same people. We like to hang out in the same community. We like to eat the same food. We like to watch the same TV programs. You know, that's what fear makes us feel. It makes us feel safe. And the moment you go hang out with different people, fear goes, that's an error, X, that's an error. You're not supposed to do that, okay? Fear will tell you that. So, you know, it's not until I left my home from the abuser, and then I went to learn, and then what I was doing is I was finding myself meeting men who had the same patterns, men who were abusive, men who were just, when I say abusive, I don't say physical abusive, I say mentally abusive, who will tell me like, you are stupid, you are dumb, you will never learn anything, why are you wasting your time going to school, you are a mother of 3 children, nobody would ever marry you, you know. And that is the relationship that when I left that toxic relationship from my husband, I kept doing the same thing over and over until I learned my behaviors and patterns. What I was doing was wrong. I had to learn something about me. I had to find out things that makes me happy. And then when I started learning about myself, the universe, God opened the doors about me. When I started loving myself, respecting myself, the things that I value, then the doors of opportunity opened. And then I started meeting a phenomenal women like Lillian. I started meeting other ladies who helped me start my business. And then from then on, I was able to write a book. And then from then on, I started public speaking. thinking. I mean, just one success led to another success, led to another success. And then, you know, I got married 5 years ago to a beautiful husband. And I wouldn't meet this person today if I did not become that beautiful person. And when I say beautiful person, it is because I had done the work for myself. I learned how to love myself. I learned how to protect myself. I learned how to take care of myself and nurture what things that I like. And then I attracted the person that I wanted to be in life. So, and that goes for all of you guys, women. You do not need to settle. If you believe that you are worthy more of what God put you on this earth to do, then I believe write the story that you believe in. Write that story that I believe in a beautiful relationship. I believe that I can have that job that I've always wanted. I believe in success. You have to write that story down, and then that way you can see yourself. And then involve yourself with these phenomenal women who are in this community, because these are women in this community that Lillian created, because these are powerful women that are going to help you to move forward. These are the only women, these successful women, these women who already have this wonderful, sexy brain of their mindset, who are thinking positive, who believe that positive can be changed, who believe that women can be changed. These are the women you need to hang out with. And I truly believe that. You are the 5 people that you hang out with every single day. You know, if you hang out with women who are gossiping, who are just talking about your neighbor, who are talking about who got a divorce, who's talking about who is sleeping with who, or who bought a house, you are spending a chunk of your time that could be going towards your dream, creating your life dream that you desire, but you're spending a chunk of your time talking about other people, gossiping about someone else, gossiping who got a divorce, who's cheating on who, what woman is sleeping on who. Focus on you. The journey overcoming fear is to start focusing on you. What are you doing for you today? And I'm going to tell you this. It took me 10 years to create the life that I want, but it was me who wanted that success. It was me who wanted that life. It was me who knew deep down my soul that I deserve more beautiful life than poverty, than toxic relationship, that men who were abusing me, than living in poverty. Nelson Mandela said this, poverty is something that's already there, and the only way that changes poverty is the mindset. Once you know that you believe that you are worthy, more than positive, that you can move away from poverty, once you know that, and then your doors are gonna open. God is gonna open the door, but you have to take accountability. You have to take the steps that is going to get you to be successful, that's going to take you to create the life that you desire. And I'm going to give you guys this example. I'm just going on and on and on and on. I'm going to give you guys this example. If God came knocking on your door, would God say you don't deserve this successful life? Would God say you don't deserve this beautiful life that you dream of? No. God would say you deserve everything you desire. God would never say no, but us as human beings, especially us as women, we put limitation. We put a label. I can't have that because those are for rich people. Oh, I can't have that because she's an author. Oh, I can't have that because that is, she's a motivational speaker. Oh, I can't have that because she's white. Oh, I can't have that because she's in USA. I'm going to tell you this again. If you believe in a beautiful lifestyle, it all starts right here. It all starts right here, and it goes to your heart. You have to believe, and you have to write it down, that you are worthy of everything that you want. And women, we don't put us first. We put everybody first, and we become last. We become the slave of everything else. And I want to tell you, if you have children, if you have girls, or you have children in your life, what are you going to tell your children if you do not pursue your dreams? Are you going to tell your children that pursue your dreams and you are sitting there not pursuing your dreams? Are you going to tell them that? How can you tell your kids to follow their dreams and you are not following your dreams? That is not fair to say. You are sitting there telling your kids to follow their dreams and you're not following your dreams. That is so wrong to do. For you to follow your dreams so your future generation can also follow their dreams. You have to be the example. You have to be the example that you want to see in your family, in your kids, in your life. You know, I was talking to one of my clients today, and she was telling me that, you know, because she's a woman, and she, you know, by the way, this client is in South Africa. She said because she's a woman, she feels that she doesn't deserve success because she wants to start a business. And I was asking her, why is that? She says, well, because it's in Africa. And I says, okay, well, tell me more. And then she said, well, women in Africa don't have the same opportunities because we have to depend on the husband. Do you see that mindset? We are taught to believe that women are only required to get married and settled at home. I was taught that. You know, I was married to the husband, to my ex-husband, who I had 3 children, and he told me the same thing. I needed to be home with my 3 kids and be a mom. You are more than a mom. You are more than a woman. You are more than that. I want you to have a different identity. You're not just a mom. You're not just a woman. You are more than that. You are a community leader. You are a community inspirer. You are a sister. You are a pastor. You are an inspirer. You know, whatever you know. And don't tell me you don't know anything. You know a lot. You have a lot. Everything you have is within you here. All your experiences from the past are amazing experiences, and you can still empower other people to help them, you know, cheer on by inspiring them to move on to the next level in life. Okay, so don't, and I was telling this to my client, I said, just because you're a woman and you live in Africa, you're not required to believe that you're supposed to marry and settle. And she wants to start a business, a sewing business, and I'm helping her put the systems together to start her business and doing materials and doing trading off and sending them to other countries. And I said, and she said that, well, my husband said I need to be married. Once I'm married, I need to settle home, and I don't have kids. But I'm just saying that, you know, the world is changing. Who makes those rules, and why do we have to listen to those rules? And again, if she chooses to, I cannot change her mind. I can only empower her, inspire her, like all of you guys in this community are doing. I empowering each other, inspire each other. I can give her the tools. I can give her the tools to be that successful woman that she wants to be, but it's going to be up to her to show up for herself. Okay? It's going to be up to her when she's ready to take those tools that I'm going to give it to her to move on to the next level and start that business that she always wanted to do. She wanted to do dresses and ship all her dresses international to women who are, you know, who live in other countries and wear her clothing. She wants her having her clothing designed in different parts of the world by shipping them. And again, I can give all the tools. It's not until she shows up for herself. When she shows up for herself and create that life that she designs, that she deserves, when she knows that she is worthy of what she feels like it, that is when she's going to show up for your dreams, for her dreams. So I want you guys all to know that you can have anything you want in life, but you have to believe that you deserve it. Who would have known a girl from a refugee camp who was sexually abused, who had a tremendous kind of trauma, who had a terrible past, who was divorced to a married man for 8 years, who had 3 children, could be successful owning her own business, writing a book, being a public speaker, and also starting a nonprofit in Africa, starting a school. Who would have known a woman like that? Only we create those labels. Only we put those labels, no one else. When we choose to put those labels that I am a woman from Africa, I would never be successful, I am married, I am abused. If you put those labels right here, those labels are going to rewind all over your head in the back of your mind. Only you can do that. You can, of course, we can let our culture continue putting our labels on us. We can let our family continue putting those labels on us, but only us gets to decide if we don't want those labels. To be successful, you have to remove those labels, remove those layers, and rewrite your new story. So here's the key stuff. Here are the key things to write your story is you dream that life that you want and you write it down in a book, because the powerful of a pen and paper is so powerful. When you write that story, say once upon a time, this is let's say Helen. My name is Helen. Once upon a time, I wrote the story, and this is the story that went like this. I started my own business. I got married. I had a successful degree. I went to school. I had all the tools. I'm around this amazing community of women. I'm no longer gossiping. I'm inspiring other people. Write that story down and then put down the steps. Here are the steps I'm going to do to change my life, to have the better life that I deserve. I'm going to surround myself with phenomenal women like the women in this group that Lillian created. And then I am going to reach out to them and see how I can be a better person, how I can get away from that negative talking, how I can get away from the gossiping, how I can get there, because I know I deserve the life that I want. And then once you write it down, put the steps down. And number 3 is reach out to the people who you think that are your inspiration and add them on Facebook and connect with them and reach out to them, because their life is going to inspire you to create. You are the 5 people that you hang around with. You know, if you hang around with people who are just gossiping, remember that gossip, if you're spending 1 hour a week gossiping, that is 5 hours a week, and the weekend, that is 7 hours a week gossiping, where that would be 7 hours where you could create and design the life that you deserve. That's 7 hours where you could be dreaming and creating the life that you deserve. If you're talking about your neighbor who is cheating on someone else, or if you're talking about someone else who bought a car, or if you're talking about your friend who just got married, whatever, you are spending that every ounce of time where you could be creating your dream and designing and creating the life you deserve. Now I'm going to ask you that. Do you deserve a beautiful life? Do you deserve a wonderful relationship? Do you deserve that beautiful home? Do you deserve that successful life? Do you deserve to have peace? If you say yes to all of this, then the answer is yes. And if you say no, I don't know, you got some soul searching to do. You got some soul searching to do. Remember that once you know that you deserve that, write it down. Number 2 is reach out to the people who are inspiring you to change your life. And then number 3 is write down the steps you're going to take to get there. Who do you need to talk to? What steps you're going to take, and who do you need to reach out to get there? Okay, so that is all for today. I hope this really resonated with you guys. You guys are welcome to add me on Facebook. I did put my bio there a little bit earlier. I want to thank Lillian. I don't know how long I've gone on this live video. I want to thank Lillian for having me on this live video. Thank you so much for those who are watching the replay, and you're more than welcome to reach out if you have any further questions. Remember, your past does not define your future. Your past does not define your future. You can rewrite your story if you want to. If you believe, you can rewrite your story. Who would have known? Who would have known a girl from a refugee camp who had a traumatic past, who was sexually abused, could have a successful life? I have a business now that I help empower women around the country, and I speak about it. And it's not only when I believe that I am worthy of that life. All right, beautiful beings, sisters of God, thank you so much for watching this replay. Thank you, Lillian, again, and I will talk to you guys later. Hugs, abrazos to all of you guys, and keep in touch. Bye-bye.